I'm Lauren.
And I'm Emily. And we're Midwest Besties. Welcome to the
Inaugural Flyover Deep Dive.
Flyover Deep Dive.
We are going to be discussing Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode. Oh, I don't even know the episode number, but the last episode.
I will look it up.
We included this in our first episode, but we talked about it for so long, we decided to break this out into its own episode. So we hope you enjoy this new format.
We will be discussing I believe it is the 10th episode of season 6 called The Higher the Hair, the Closer to God.
So the ladies are finally back on the land, right?
Oh my God, yes.
They're off the yacht from hell. And now we open with all of them going to Whitney's throwing a party, right? That's what we opened with because I watched this last week.
So it was Whitney was throwing I think it actually was a potluck, which is
what we
just
was.
Yeah. So for Brittany to kind of lift her spirits because she was emotionally tortured.
She was terrorized in the air. And so all of the ladies showed up, even Mary, who does not like Brittany.
That was so funny.
In her talking head, the producer was like, so does this make you like Brittany more? And Mary pauses and just goes, no.
Are you finally warming up to Brittany? No. I'm going to be honest. On the boat, I had a problem with her.
The way... she didn't record the bear, the bear recording. We'll get to that later, but it was hilarious.
So there's this party. All of the ladies, with the exception of Meredith and Lisa, of course, were there to just try and raise Brittany's spirits and be there for her. And so they all did their hair crazy to call back to the famous high body count hair that Angie K said last season.
Do you think my hair looks cheap?
It looks a little pornish.
Do you really mean it? You think my hair looks stunning?
That looks like high body count hair. This does not, that does not, that does not.
Which I thought was kind of mean.
It was like...
Brittany was like, this is so... she literally started crying. Because she was like, this is so special. And I'm like, they're dragging you.
They're actually dragging you. They're calling...
Hair did not look like that.
It did not look that bad.
No.
I mean, does it look better now? Yeah.
It does. I mean,
she got the Kerastase.
I'm going to legit get it.
I looked into it.
Me too.
Listen, there's a lot you can say about Lisa Barlow. She has shiny hair.
Her hair is so glossy and beautiful.
She has glossy hair. And
so
I'm
beautiful.
I'll have what she's having.
Yes, 100%.
So I didn't feel... Oh, okay. So I did write down in my notes, Heather needs a sunglasses intervention.
And I'm tacky, so I love them. I legit was like, God, I love those sunglasses. I love her little mini sunglasses with her mini new face.
It's just that Heather has really strong features. Even she's on her third face now, and she looks great, pop off. But she has really strong features, and she wears the tiniest sunglasses.
They're so tiny.
They don't balance her face.
No,
and it's we have to. I need you to stop. I need one of these women to be a friend and tell you to stop doing this.
You know that they're those sunglasses make your face look horrible, but it's just all they do is call her ugly. That she probably can't see legitimate criticism through just being evil.
It's so true, but I just need her to switch it up. It's so bad. It's NASCAR meets high fashion, but it's just not good. I don't like it.
No. Well, so at the party, Bronwyn, to apologize for the unicorn, brought a teddy bear stuffing machine, and everyone said nice messages except for Mary, who just didn't record, and then didn't tell anybody that she was going to record. So Brittany had to squeeze the stuffy, and nothing came out. And then Mary was gonna be and Mary was just no.
Mary, tell us what you've recorded. No, she can hear it. What did it say? Nothing.
Mary also didn't mess up her hair either. She was I'm not doing that. And I do respect that because I'm like, man, if I got a blowout and then they told me if I blew my hair out or I had it done, that is so much work.
I am the queen of just like I will not go along. Like if someone tries to like ice me with a Bacardi ice, I'm just like, no.
No, it's so funny to me when people do stuff like that. And I'm like, you realize you could just say no, right?
Yeah, I'm
like
not
you
doing
just
it.
aren't going to do it.
No.
Like the way I would just opt out, like, no, thank you.
And there's just something to be said about that. There's lessons to be learned from Mary Cosby.
Yeah. Setting boundaries, for one thing.
It's setting boundaries
on what she will and she will not do.
Okay, so Brittany and creepy Jared, which you put a star over his name so it wouldn't
We are
spell it.
asterisking Jared. I can't. He is so nefarious. I'm disgusted by that man.
The producers of that scene are diabolical. Like,
That
why was it so awkward?
Was so awkward. Why were they like on a walk in like? Okay,
They were a full on hike.
They were on a hike, and I have been to Salt Lake City. It is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and consistently, some of these scenes are shot in like the ugliest locations.
It literally looks like it was shot in like the Missouri River. I swear to God.
I totally agree with you.
It was the crick. It was the crick.
It was the crick. It was so bad. I'm like, what are we doing? Go on a mountain. Like, this is so bad.
Or just like go to a restaurant on a patio.
Why are they on a hike? They also did that with Meredith and Heather too when they're on a weird
was not
walk.
Dressed for a hike.
She
was dressed for a patio.
I'm also consistently confused what the weather conditions are because nobody is dressed like in the same manner.
You are dressed. They're like summer dresses and parkas.
She was in a strapless denim dress and like espadrille wedges. But there's not a leaf to be found on a tree. So, I mean, it's winter. I'm so confused.
What are you doing?
So they're on a walk. She is elevated in wedges, which makes zero sense.
We're talking like 5-inch.
Like
at
huge
least.
platform. Like no way my ankles would survive.
Like ankle snappers is what I would like
Oh my
to
God, I'm triggered. For those of you who don't know, I broke my ankle before. It was very traumatic.
So she's in her ankle snappers.
And they're basically just discussing like the state of their relationship and what are we doing, and it started out like he gave her a hug, which was gross, and it was like a really long hug, which made me
This is nice.
Oh my God, it made me so uncomfortable. I was like itchy in my skin. I didn't like it.
That's nice. I needed this.
It's also, if anyone, and I don't know why you would be like this yet in 2025, but if you don't know what gaslighting is,
Oh my God.
just watch that scene.
Yeah, it's a true definition of it. So they're like on this hike, they're talking about their relationship, and she's like, I just want to know what we're doing. Like, are you my boyfriend? And what did he was like,
You need to be more stable.
yeah. But even before that, he answered with a non-answer. Like,
What do you want? Do you want to be exclusively my boyfriend? Do you not want to be exclusively my boyfriend? I can't talk.
You're very confusing. You are.
Okay, all right. I feel like no answer is my answer.
he would not give.
Can you be stable?
She was asking him very direct questions, and he was dodging the whole time.
Yeah.
And then turned around on her and was like, you need to be more stable. She immediately is upset and crying. They're like yelling at each other in the woods.
And they're in the crick, so she has to climb out of the crick ditch.
They had walked down Creekside for God knows whatever reason. They're testing fate down there. And she is in the least capable pair of shoes to be doing something like that.
And then the producers decided, or the editors decided, we're not going to edit out her having to climb out this ditch.
Struggle.
We're going to like put on Benny Hill music.
It was so mean.
Why she climbs out of this ditch.
And Jared just stands down there with his like coffee, and he's like, is this what we're really doing?
Be more stable.
Be more stable. And it's like he just winds her up like a toy, and then is like, you're crazy.
You want me to be your boyfriend? How about you just be stable for longer than 5 minutes?
There's like this weird camera, like the camera's walking backwards as he's walking forward towards the camera.
I didn't like it.
It was weird.
It made me like, I felt like he was in the room with me.
Same.
And I was like scared of, I'm like, this man is like, it felt really aggressive.
Like when the painting's
and he
eyes
was like
follow
strutting.
you.
Yes. And he was like, the way he was walking toward her, and like he yelled like, Be more stable.
The amount of swagger you can apparently get by being Donny Osmond's brother.
Oh my God.
Great. To prove that Salt Lake City is another planet.
Yeah. 100%.
Crazy to me.
The man, like the way that he walks around, like he is like Joseph Smith's gift to God.
100%.
Yeah, I do not like him.
Ugh, so gross.
So gross. So that was that scene. It was comical, but also like just so telling about the kind of person that he is, that he's the absolute worst.
It was literally like Brittany breaks up with him because he's horrible to her, and he's using that as an excuse for that she's unstable.
Yes. Because
she's like, you treat me like shit. I don't want to date you anymore.
In other words, it's gaslighting 101. Back to your original point.
Correct.
We cut to a conversation with John and Lisa Barlow at a restaurant.
Which I've been kind of waiting for this all season.
I mean, they've definitely been building to it. That whole psychic reading where she immediately got emotional about John and how they're not on the same page. In this conversation, I just wrote, yikes.
I know this doesn't make sense. I hate Lisa Barlow. I love Lisa and John Barlow.
No, that makes complete sense.
I love them as a couple. I loved what a wife guy he was. Mm-hmm. I really like their dynamic, and I just love John Barlow. John Barlow, have weird swinger sex, baby. Pop off. You work so hard. You're such a good dad. No, I just wrote they're getting a divorce. Mm-hmm. And then I said, can you imagine arguing with someone about being a great listener? Which because he was basically like, you're a bad listener. And like, he was trying to talk and tell her what a bad listener. Mm-hmm. And she just kept repeating, I'm a great listener. Are you kidding me? I'm a great listener.
And it was like, you're proving his point right now.
Like, I'm a good listener. And John, don't even do that. Like, for real, are you kidding me? I'm a great listener, and I'm really good at listener? I'm a great listener. Are you kidding me? I'm a great listener.
So there's something about Real Housewives where I think I don't like when they delve into real drama. Mm-hmm. When it's not like, you didn't invite me to your like facial party. Like when it's about like what is possibly the erosion of a 20+ year long marriage. Is something feels too intimate.
The viewer shouldn't be privy to this. Yeah, it's like it is a delicate dance. And I think what's tough about some of these conversations is that we've been watching this couple for years now. And so many couples, like a Kyle and Maurizio.
Totally.
You have watched them be a unit, and you've watched them fight, and you've watched them move past things and like overcome issues. And when you're watching somebody and it's like, oh my God, like, are they going to get divorced? And just knowing that like, if they do get divorced, it's probably largely because of this show that we're watching. It just like definitely makes me feel like I want to take a shower.
100%.
Yeah. So it was a rough watch.
Someone said on TikTok that all of her businesses are fake.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, we also have to talk about how she said that they give donations, Vita Tequila donations, to anyone and everyone, even the Church of Satan.
I love how the Church of Satan.
Satan.
The Church of Satan.
The Church of Satan. And then the Church of Satan came out and said, we've never asked for donations.
The way the Church of Satan was like, we don't want to be associated with such evil.
Yeah.
Only the devil himself.
Only the devil. Only Satan. They were like, no, we don't want your shitty tequila that no one's heard of. Has anybody had Vita Tequila?
No, it's air bottles. There is only air in those bottles. No, seriously, if anyone, please
let us know in the comments.
Of our 45 listeners, William's cousins, have you ever had Vita Tequila?
Judd, my sister. Have you ever had it? Have you ever seen? No, nay. Have you ever seen it on shelves?
We need to find it. I'm gonna
have to find it. No, we have to find it because I'm like convinced it's just money laundering. We had another marital conversation that is maybe one of the most intensely uncomfortable conversations I've seen on Housewives. And we're talking about Bronwyn and Todd, who I am a survivor of the Real Housewives of Orange County Jim Edmonds era.
You've been to war.
And if you know, you know. But the way I am repulsed by Todd, like just absolutely repulsed by this man.
There's a reason for that. He's repulsive.
He is repulsive. I don't understand what he doesn't understand about the fact that his wife is on a reality TV show and she has contractual obligations.
I don't why is he agreeing to be on it?
Why?
I don't want to see him.
I mean, Robert Sr. got the hell off. He was like, bye, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like,
no.
It is not uncommon for a house husband to get a bad edit or to just be an asshole on camera and then dip out.
100%.
And that's fine. Like, get out of here. I'm not super interested in the house husbands.
No.
Like the less we can deal with them, the better.
Yeah.
I don't love when they get involved with the drama. Like, gross. It like gives me the ick.
Yeah.
But Todd being like, I don't know why, when she was like, I confided in Brittany about this. And he was like, I don't know why you have to have conversations with these women that you can't trust. And it's like, she signed a contract,
because
Todd.
we're on a TV show.
Hey, did you see that boom mic?
And I also wanted to tell you, I did have a good conversation with Whitney. You know, I talked about you and I's sex life.
It's nobody's business. Well, I don't know why things that related to me can't be left in this house. Why they have to be shared with a group of untrustworthy friends.
We're filming right now, honey.
Does he just, I guess, did she just tell him like, oh, make sure you pretend that we're friends?
But it's like there is like honoring the fourth wall, and then there's just like, it's so like outrageous.
Totally.
It gets to that point where it's like, don't insult my intelligence as a viewer.
Correct.
Like, we all know what we're doing here. So like, yeah, we need to act like, go about your business and don't stare at the camera. But like,
it's a delicate, and I do think it's a delicate dance because I don't like when the show becomes the main character of the show.
I agree.
But I agree it's a delicate dance. There's something to be said about also like me, because I just take Todd's conversations of like when he's like, why are you friends with those women as like, why are you on this show?
Yeah.
And maybe that would be a more interesting dynamic. Or like maybe I've seen it a lot where it's like, you work. I don't like how much you're working, which is like code for I don't like you being on this show.
Because like, as we know, a lot of these women come onto this show, to a Housewives franchise, to get divorced.
Correct.
And I have seen that read a lot, that like people think like Bronwyn came on this show maybe not to get divorced, because it doesn't seem like she really wants to get divorced, but to expose Todd to Todd. Like, let him see what's happening.
She's definitely setting it up. I mean, I'm reading her being like, maybe we'll just have an open relationship, to her being like, I want to be able to save face while my husband acts a fool.
If you wanted to do something different or have an arrangement or be open or whatever else, I would consider it.
Like, it's very much like what I think most Hollywood couples have this agreement of like, don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Like, do what you're going to do.
100%.
But you do not embarrass me.
Be discreet.
And if you do, I'm going to drop an album unexpectedly called Lemonade, and I'm going to drag your ass to hell and back
and the
for
world
cheating
was never
on
the
me.
same. Even though I am from like the Midwest, I understand there are definitely a million ways to make a marriage, especially in Hollywood.
Totally.
Especially when you have these insane careers. Mm-hmm. Especially when you have like gobs of money and you travel all the time. There's a lot of ways to make a marriage work.
Yeah.
Again, we talked about this a little bit in the last episode, where it's like, if you are leading that kind of life, why are you opening yourself up to that kind of scrutiny?
Totally.
And I still don't know why Todd is doing it.
Because he's not dumb.
No.
Right? He's obviously like a successful person, and I don't read him as a stupid person, nor do I read Bronwyn as a stupid person.
It's almost like and he probably doesn't, like he doesn't understand reality television. I could not imagine him as like a reality buff.
I mean, he's like part of the greatest generation. So it's like...
Radio shows weren't reality shows. He was up there being like, aliens are real during War of the Worlds.
Oh my God. The first talk he was released. Have you ever heard that radio clip, though? It sounded really convincing. Like, I would have thought aliens were invading too.
It's really good.
It's really good. So then we go to Mary's church. Or wait, Mary went to her church with Robert Jr.
Yeah.
And that was like a very sweet scene.
It was.
I think, where they were just kind of talking about God.
Yeah.
And kind of prepping. So Mary is reopening her church right before the documentary drops.
Not good timing.
Bad timing. And we go to this church service. All of the ladies are invited because Mary is like, these women need Jesus.
Yeah.
Brittany was not invited.
God. And she would have loved it.
I know. She would have loved it. Brittany was not invited. So it's Whitney and Heather, Bronwyn, and Angie, of course.
Yeah.
And then they're all kind of standing outside the church waiting to go in. And they're like, are Lisa and Meredith gonna come? And it's like so funny because then like here they come, the two like brunettes are walking up, and it's like, oh my God,
there is
here.
a civil war. There's a civil war.
There's a schism in the group.
Yeah.
And so they show up. And they have this church service.
I did love Lisa being like, "This is bullshit. I hate being hot." I mean, the way I would have simply left.
I would have not. I would have had to go outside and cool off. Like, there's no way. But so Mary gets up and she's kind of like doing her thing. She hasn't in a while. And she like really gets into it.
Yeah.
And she's obviously like, she's very compelling on the mic.
Yes. It was like, because she was talking about like her soul being saved, or how you save your soul. And she had mentioned something about her mom's soul not being saved.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at my notes.
Like, she wasn't invited to the funeral. Like, she like was airing out her family dysfunction and drama.
I mean, so, which was, again, probably what makes her so compelling, is that she's bringing in, and so, I mean, if you're listening to this, you watch the show.
Yeah.
Mary's mom is definitely in the story of her mom, and the story of her mom, like, basically it was her grandma's church, and instead of her mom, like, her grandma, like, passing it down to her mom, she passed it down to Mary.
Right.
And that caused Mary and her mom to, like, have a falling out completely. So her mom passed away last year. I think it was talked about last season. And she had mentioned, like, God, did you save her soul? And then she doesn't answer the question and is like, because this is why you got to be worried about your soul, insinuating that her mom on hot mic is in hell.
The hottest mic. Quite literally the hottest mic.
And then I wrote later, like, okay, but maybe I would join this cult, because it was very inspirational the way that they edited it. The way that they edited it, I mean, I do wonder when they found out about this documentary going down and why they chose to highlight so predominantly in seasons this church, and if it was somehow related to
I was wondering the same thing. I know, because it could go either way. They could be like, oh my gosh, you have to cut that out, we can't have that in, or it's like, no, let's let people see.
Because I mean, after when Mary left, and we talked about this last week too, when Mary left, when her church and the fact it was a cult was a plot, you did not hear about her church at all.
No,
and now we know, I guess, because
not.
it was closed. But I had just assumed she's like, I'm going back, but we're not talking about my church
That's what
anymore.
I assumed, kind of like how Robert Sr. is just
Totally,
not on the show.
Totally.
Yeah. And so during her sermon, for lack of a better word, she is going to each of the women, and she's talking to each of the women. Wasn't supposed to be funny, but to me it was like, all of the women are like looking emotional, but in their frozen faces, they can't emote. And so it's like they're trying to like cry, all except for Meredith, who looks like looks how she always looks. Like zero expression. She's just like,
yes.
Like that's it. She does not. It's like she's like, what am I doing here? Where am I? Like,
Totally
I want to be in a bathtub with caviar. Like, this is not the place for me. Lisa's like, I'm just fucking hot. But it was so funny. Like Whitney and Bronwyn and Angie, like they were all like in tears, but nobody could move their face.
No,
and
it was just like pursed, filled lips. With like no movement in the rest of their faces.
Foreheads are frozen. And we did forget to talk about the fact. So Robert Jr. did not go. He was supposed to be there. He got in the car and she could tell he was high. So that was really sad.
Yeah.
Like, we know he's like really struggling.
And I think we're getting. So did you see he got arrested?
I did. Yeah.
So it's verging on
breaking and entering his father-in-law.
It's
like it's really sad.
It's verging on like too dark to talk about, both on this podcast and also on the show. Like,
and
this is a really troubled guy.
Yeah, and on the show it was always a little bit, I don't know. Like, I just, as a mom, like there are certain things I just would never talk about or never, and that's not to say that it can't help people like feel seen in their struggles. And like make Mary more relatable and like raise awareness. But
totally.
It's a fine line of like exploiting somebody who's really in a vulnerable state.
Yep.
And he's really in a vulnerable state. And so, yeah, I did see he was arrested, and I didn't even share anything about it because I was just like, this is sad. This
Too dark.
is a person who is dealing with some demons.
Yeah.
And we just wish him the best.
And he's not out of the woods. Like,
he's
we
not
would
out
love,
of the
we would
woods.
love to have this like package story of him going to rehab and being rehabilitated.
Right.
But we're not there yet.
But he's fully in the throes of, you know, his addiction right now,
Mm-hmm.
it seems. And so that's all we're going to say about that, I think. And looks like the episode tomorrow picks back up at the post-church lunch where all of the ladies are since
the incident.
Planegate. So we will see. Speaking of Planegate, thank you so much for joining us for our first ever Flyover Deep Dive, coming at you straight from the cornfields of Middle America.
Flying over and deep and diving.
And we hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.